Yo, welcome back everybody. I'm sure you can tell by my voice that I'm still a little bit under the weather. Was gone last week on vacation, came back from a metal festival, and my voice is just shot. So today's video is from the first day of games yesterday. And yeah, dialogue's just a little bit lower than normal. I'll be back to normal very soon. Kind of fighting through the froggy voice syndrome. But it's a good game. We got a fun one when we came back. The combination of Theotar and Millhouse is real nasty. The ability to cycle minions for net 1 gold, be able to play into what most people consider a secondary or tertiary hit on a 6-star, and then just dump tons and tons of stats on the board, making upwards, 200 health minions, and then doing what we do with everything in this meta, and that is pad out with tech cards. Do you need poison? Do you need shields? Do you need wind fury, etc., to just counter your opponents? All right. I'm back. We should have videos going nearly every day going forward. Hopefully every day. So, thanks for bearing with me. Enjoy. Here's a triple. Play Kibler, summon minions, order lowest. Interesting. RegisKillbin's trash. Order lowest to highest seems very achievable here. Four is a big number. That'll be 4, 5, 6, 7 combat. We're at 40 health and we're going to be stronger than this guy. We can't greed that in this triple though. Something like that, maybe? Are you current on House of the Dragon? I am not. I haven't done practically anything since I got back, other than work and sleep. Just not enough hours in the day, and I try to sleep as much as I can when I'm not feeling well, just to recover quickly. I hate being sick, man. It's the worst. It's the worst. But I will catch up shortly. All-time favorite hero, OG Daryl. The first hero they introduced in the game that made a different playstyle. There was a time period where the game was all the same of playing toward Lightfang and brand scaling or forcing mechs with Junkbot, the old Deflecto. Junkbot was on Tavern 4, and that was the only way to play the game. And then Daryl was there. That's the most Bofur answer ever, Dancing Frog fan. And then Daryl came along, and it was a tier 1 hero, and it played the game completely different than everybody else. And it made the game interesting. And then they developed more heroes, though, kind of like that. I'm very happy that they do. Are you still in Tavern 1? Interesting. Got Anima Bribe on Play Naga and Dragons. He's on 2. They developed Cthulhu. Yeah, Cthulhu's not super interesting. But Millhouse is interesting. They took inspiration there. Press the button. Yeah, it kind of feels like where we are. Shadowwalk Brand Kagro is truly the most interesting meta that ever was. It's the most interactive meta. It was also the most imbalanced meta from the standpoint of, like, different hardware. Playing the game on phone was not competitive with playing the game on a PC. Playing the game while disconnecting was not competitive with not disconnecting, etc., etc. Like, it needed to leave, but it was fun. It's very similar to Friend of a Friend meta, which was much more recent than more people remember. He got this right at the end of the turn. He also tripled into a 4. Feels bad, man. At least we got the extra kill. Wisdom Ball is the best quest in the game. Change my mind. I think using the term change my mind is like... I'm just gonna stop there. Change my mind. We got this shit right here. Is it Theotar time? Is it double Theotar time? Are we gonna live the dream? We'd have to get double Theotar off of it somehow being positioned 2. It's so good on Millhouse. It's a neutral on this board. Sell Sunbacon, then put Theotar last. It's debatable. Sell it all through. It's debatable. Quest trigger at the end of the turn. Quest triggers first, and then this thing will trigger in this fight. Turns out ordering lowest to highest is real bad for win rate. Not gonna... Nosy, Orgazoa, Nadina. Probably just Orgo. Meh. Pretty good. We're really strong right now. Don't panic too hard on what we have in terms of power. Put that on the board. We are very strong right now. Pashmar's in neutral. I'm really just positioning this so I have the pairs. I don't know if I should have played Pip to the board. This is the one big question mark there. I may have wanted to just hold Pip and play like a 2-2 on the board at the end of the turn. Damn, 50-50 to get it. Why not use the spell on the Lava Lurker? Because I'm not sure I use it or keep it. Miss passive of Naga? I don't care about that. I want to win here still. That's not that important to me. If we get a Divine Shield, that's a big difference. Missed stakes. Did not miss stakes. Yo, it's okay. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I need to keep pairs around. We get the ghost here, which is nice. And this guy's trivial, so like, just do this. I feel bad about playing the pip. That was the part I was focusing on too much. I think the pip needed to stay off the board. And he's going to be pretty weak. We really want to hit one of these guys. If we can. Alright. Scrolling back. So basically, a couple little questions here. Like, Lava Lurker getting some attack. It's just attack, guys. It's just attack. Not to mention, like, this thing is still pretty small. And if we lose the round, it kind of sucks. We really want to be able to go to 6. Now, the other side of it is that... we may not keep the Lava Lurker in the long run, and then, like, it's temporary stats either way. If we think we're absolutely unbeatable, which we think we probably are unbeatable, then you could debate on doing it just for the upside of, like, okay, we have a little extra attack in the future. That's fine. Not sure that's the case, though. I'm playing these guys up a little further here, because I don't think they die if I put them back too far. You die going for all the gold? That is, that was the dream right there. Alright, so we get, like, nothing here. We get a Chrome Wing. I'll show you. Wasn't Myrmidon worth it? Yeah, it's just too slow. Like, things that aren't Divine Shielded here really don't make the cut. These are not neutral things. Interesting on the dragon. This is just too much to give up, though. Let's get info on the next board. We get a Bran. It's going to change things. We don't have a ton of time here. There's our Divine Shield. I don't think we're ever going to want this Baron at any point this game. You ever just underestimate this guy and put the Nadina on the board and say, fuck it, that's the end of it? I think I like taking the blood gems to hand because of this for next turn. Is Amalgam considered neutral? No, it is all tribes, not no tribes. It's the opposite of neutral. I underestimate everybody. That is the play. Always underestimate, never correctly estimate. The Battlegrounds way. Alright, well. Good opening hits. Oh my god, do it. Okay. 1 and 3 gives us the Theotar. Still good. Gives us a pair to play with. Pair on a neutral. I misunderestimate? Oh. That's like next level shit. Could have had this in hand at one point instead of playing it, though we probably would have cycled it through by now. I don't think we play into any of this. These are some solid things. See on Bran. I think we keep it for now. Could take gold if we wanted to sell 2 things, which I guess is fine because we can just play this through in the random thing. Guess we do one more board then. Ooh, look, a Theotar. And a neutral. Okay. I think we're burning a gold. I don't want to sub anything. I want to get out Nicholena next turn. Unless we get the triple on the Theotar. Ooh, look, he's Theotar too. Yeah, Theotar's just nasty on Millhouse. Nicolena's pulling its weight for a while. There's a comment on a YouTube video while I was gone that basically said, you made a big mistake taking Nicholena because, you know, you could have taken the Reef Explorer, and we held the card for like 3 turns or 2 turns or whatever. We had 2 dragons on the board, and we tripled the 2 dragons into a 1 dragon, then we sold the Nicholena. And the person's argument was like, you burnt a gold, you could have had an extra minion of a tribe. Whereas, like, if we didn't hit the high roll of tripling the dragon, we wanted the Nicholena as a playable card on the board. And you end up in those scenarios where you're like, well, yeah, we hit a high roll. It was pretty nice. But, like, Nicholena was legitimately a minion that would end up on your final board if we didn't hit the high roll. Are we really prioritizing 1 gold over a playable minion if we don't hit exactly 1 card? It's very results-oriented at that point. Like, hey, you hit the nuts. Could have had that 1 gold. Nah. Oh, just in time. Our blood gems are expiring. A little late there, Cave Hydra. Just a tad late. Is almost still playable. Yeah, I don't think we ever play it anymore. But yeah, the Theotars give us our scaling. We build 3 big minions. We position stuff around it. We're in good shape in this game. Yeah, we can still lose to, like, other big comps, but we are a, you know, a first place viable composition in this game. No complaints here. We get this triple, which would be real nice at some point. Pretty likely to get the triple. Real likely to get the triple now. Then we open up the board space again, and we can keep the permanent Leroy or the permanent Selfless Hero. Alright, alright, alright. That's why I really like this card. Like, Theotar has a place in the game. It's not always useful, but it sometimes is. Situationally useful is healthy for the game. No neutrals. You could move blood gems. This is free. This is neutral. This is neutral. No Ellie's in the lobby, so we don't really need to discover this first. I like gold. Unless I'm missing something here, the play is to taunt up the world and take the Selfless pair. Then we debate on Leroy on the board. Or if we just want to commit all stats. Just gonna hold this. Just play you little shits to the board and hope we get some value here. I'm just going to take the extra 8/8 on 2 minions. Or 3 minions. Oh yeah. He ain't got shit. Just kind of the definition of this meta. When we look at games, like how polarized the difference in like achievable board states are based upon just getting quests that synergize well and are achievable early versus not. Like we hit 1 triple into a 6, we played into it, and Victim Spectres just fed us minions and extra gold each turn. And this line just can't compete with it. See how the big dragon board did with multiple people playing dragons? That's a good hit. You ever want to cycle the Leroy? To take the extra 1 buff? Is a dragon board? Probably. It also allows us to take the buff here. On all this shit. It's a lot of stats, man. Look at Theotar go to town. Okay. I think we could play the Mantid over the Theotar with no harm because we're not going to cycle anything anymore. Okie dokie then. Turn 14 board, by the way. Yeah, stats aren't going to be competitive here. Question is, does he have enough scam component like Mantids and shit? We put 2 Mantids on the board, does allow him the opportunity to potentially get back the extra minion. He does not. Hooray! Feels good, man. We'll take the W off of that one. We beat Thrill House with Millhouse at the end. It was foretold. The Thrill House. And we bring it back. Exact lethal? Hell yeah. And we go again. That was a fun one.